Let's talk about the Praxis 2 Middle School Math exam, test code 5164. Now, as a math teacher myself, you really need to prepare for these Praxis exams because a lot of people don't really prepare enough for them and they end up failing and having to take these exams again. So a lot's riding, of course, on passing your Praxis exam, i.e. your certification, so you really want to be fully prepared. So what I have for you here is a practice problem that should be pretty easy if you are prepared for the Praxis 5164 exam. All right, so here is the problem. We have a function and it's the square root of 2x plus 5. So we have f of x is equal to the square root of 2x plus 5. And what we want to do here is find the domain under the set of real numbers. Now, if you think you know the answer, go ahead and put that into the comment section. I'm going to show you the complete solution in just 1 second. But before we get started, if you want a great way to prepare for the Praxis 5164 exam, check out my full Praxis Math test prep course, code 5164. You can find a link to it in the description of this video. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this problem. Again, functions is a huge part of algebra. And of course, we want to find the domain of this function under the set of real numbers. So what are we talking about here? Well, remember the real numbers are all those numbers that are on the real number line. So we have 0 here, and we have all the positive numbers here and all the negative numbers here. So all these numbers all together are called the real numbers, right? So we're talking about fractions, integers, decimals, irrational numbers, etc. Now, outside of the real numbers is something called the complex numbers, right? So we have the complex numbers, and then we have the real number system inside of the complex number system. So we're trying to find the domain under all these numbers, not the complex numbers. So what does that mean? Well, effectively, that means out of all the real numbers here, what can we put into this function? Well, hopefully, you're probably saying to yourself, well, can we put all these numbers into this function and evaluate? Well, no, we cannot. And I'm going to show you exactly what we can't put into this function under the set of real numbers. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this problem. And the first thing that you need to understand is the following. So under the real number system, we can't take the square root of a negative number. All right, so in other words, something like this, the square root of -4, the answer here is not -2, right? Because -2 times -2 is a +4, right? So the answer to the square root of -4, hopefully you know this, is positive and -2i. It's a complex and or an imaginary number, which is not on the real number line. Okay, so when we're talking about finding the domain of a function under the real number set, we need to look at restrictions. And basically there are 2 restrictions, and that is you can't take the square root of a negative number, and the other restriction is you can never have 0 in the denominator of a function. And hopefully you know you're following me here, and if you're a bit lost, well, you definitely may be interested in my test prep course. Again, you can find a link to it in the description. All right, so what we want to do here is figure out underneath this square root when 2x plus 5 is 0 or positive, right? Because this value can never be negative, but it can be 0 because the square root of 0 is 0. And of course, the square root of any positive number is on the real number line, all right? So it's part of the real number system. Okay, so again, as long as 2x plus 5 is either 0 or positive, i.e. greater than or equal to 0, well, then we'll be okay in terms of the domain. Now remember, the domain is the set of all allowable numbers that you can plug into this function. So as long as the numbers that we plug into this function yield a output or have underneath the square root, 0 or a positive value, will be okay. All right, so in order to figure this out, what we're going to have to do is take this 2x plus 5 and figure out when it's greater than or equal to 0, i.e. when it's 0 or a positive value, right? Because this right here is positive if it's greater than 0, but it can also be 0. So what we're going to do is set up a simple inequality. So we have 2x plus 5 is greater than or equal to 0. So let's go ahead and solve this for x. Now, when we're solving a basic simple inequality like this is another skill that you'll definitely need to understand for this Praxis exam. All right, so we're just going to simply subtract 5 from both sides of this inequality. And now we have 2x is greater than or equal to negative 5. So to solve this, all we're going to do is divide both sides of the inequality by 2. So our final answer is x is greater than or equal to negative 5 halves. All right, so on a number line here is 0. And over here is negative 5 halves, right? So as long as we plug in any value that is equal to negative 5 halves or greater than, right? So this is what this is saying. So all the numbers in this direction, these numbers are okay for this function. In other words, they're not going to generate a negative value. But if we go in this direction of this value and we plug something in way over here, for example, let's say like negative 10, we'll be in trouble. Matter of fact, let's take a quick look at this. So if I was trying to figure out what f of negative 10 is, okay, so what would I do? Well, I would go into my function. Let me erase this here. And I would go 2 times negative 10 plus 5. All right, so what's that going to be equal to? Well, 2 times negative 10, of course, is negative 20 plus 5. So this is going to be the square root of negative 15. And of course, right here, we have a square root of a negative number, right? So the answer is not in the real number system. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. Now all we have to do is express our domain, and there's different ways you can do this. You can use interval notation, but here is a nice simple way you can express the domain of a function. So you can say all x's, the domain is all x's that are greater than or equal to negative 5 halves, such that x is an element or part of the real number system. Okay, so a lot of math that you need to know for the Praxis 5164 exam. And, you definitely want to prepare for this exam because you don't want to retake it. So again, if you need assistance in learning all this math, make sure to check out my full test prep course. Again, you can find a link to it in the description of this video.